In this video, we're going to create the last part of the sandwich, and that is going to be the back plate. Now, I'm going to create a sketch, and it's going to be on this shoulder of the button box. And again, we're going to use our favorite project tool, and we're just going to select this entire face. And the reason why is I don't just want this outer edge, I also want these holes as well. So we'll just project that entire face, hit OK. I don't need these inside edges, but I do need most of the other features here. So now this is still our pivot point here in the middle, and we'll need to put on our quick release fitting in this spot right here. So remember when we built this, spin it around, we have these three 12mm holes running across the back. They're 26mm apart. So we'll head back across to here and we'll create those holes. So on the origin point, 12mm, keep it in line with that, and I'll put another 12mm circle. Dimension is going to be 26, and we'll put on a horizontal constraint so that they're aligned. And another one over here. D. 26. And locked in place. So there are 3 points which we're going to use to plug in our QR fitting. We also have, in this fitting, we'll need to create a little slot which will allow for our cables to come into this space, into where this cover is, and connect to the wire, the copper strips, which will be on this part of the wheel. So what is worthwhile doing is creating part of that QR fitting. So we'll create this sort of slot profile so that we can sort of visualize what's happening a little bit better. So this outside ring was 28, this was 40 and 40. So we're going to create our slot. We'll use the same way we created it, as a center point slot. Starting here, we'll actually just turn this into a construction. So we'll go 20, click, and then 40, click. So now we've got sort of, that's roughly where that fitting will sit. And if we use our circle tool, again on the origin point, 85, we can see where sort of the outer edge of that the cover will sit in relation. So our slot will sit anywhere in here. Now, I guess I could put it directly on top. Just want to give it, just to ensure that that little bit of extra strength will put it up a little bit higher. So we'll turn off the construction geometry feature. We'll go back into slot. We'll still use the center one. We'll hover over this center point here. We'll come up, and I'm going to make this 25mm. So 12.5, enter, and we'll make it about 4mm in height. Won't be constrained, so we'll put a dimension between here and here, and we'll make it 25 as well. Okay. So we want to mirror that down to the bottom as well. So we've got another hole on the bottom, mirror. I'm going to select all of that and then mirror using that line there, which is already a part of our model. So now we've got our back plate, which we can extrude out. So we've got slots for the cables, top and bottom. We've got locator holes, got a bolt hole for the 12mm bolt, and then we've also got holes here for our back plate. So finish the sketch. extrude. So I want to select this outer edge and the inner edge. We need to extrude that out 3 millimeters, and it's essential that this is probably by default going to be joined, which we need to make sure this is a new body. So it needs to be separate from the 3D printed part. This is going to be laser cut. This is going to be laser cut. So 3 millimeters, new body. Make sure it's going in the right direction. It's going away from this one. And okay. So now we'll have the 3 bodies in our design. We'll have that back base plate. I call it back plate. And worthwhile giving this stuff a save at this point.